Hi guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can tell by the title of the video, I have a pale skin foundation recommendation video for you today. So I just wanted to make this video because, as you can see, I'm quite pale and I have experienced before finding it not super easy to find foundations that match me because I am quite pale. So I just thought this could be quite a helpful video to help out people who are maybe a similar shade to me. I do think it is important though that as consumers we do, support companies and support brands that do show that level of inclusivity. I think it's really important to support the brands that show a brilliant shade range and have that level of inclusivity. When I'm talking about all of these products, this is the personal experience I've had with these products and the products I'm recommending based off a personal experience. Just for a little bit of background, I have normal to dry skin. Usually my skin's relatively okay. I do tend to get hormonal breakouts though, so the amount of coverage I want can sometimes be a little bit different just depending on what my skin's got going on. So there are three things to factor into this. Firstly, they are all fair shades. Secondly, they are all cruelty free. And thirdly, they mostly are all affordable bar one product which is a high-end product. So those three things are quite important to me and they are reflective in the products that I'm going to show you. So bear that in mind. And I'm just going to get started. So the first product I want to talk about is actually the product that I'm wearing today. Now this is the one product that is a little bit expensive. I believe this is around £40. I'm going to write all the information anyway in the description bar so you can look at it there. It is the It Cosmetics CC cream. Looks like that, just the original one. I don't actually know what shade this is in. I have had this for quite a while. And the shade has rubbed off the back, so what I'm going to do, like with all the products, is just going to write the names and shades and everything in the description. This is quite expensive. Now I do really like this. I'm actually wearing this today and it's quite a good shade match for me. So I like this because this is quite a buildable coverage. It leans to more full coverage, so this isn't light coverage whatsoever, but I like the fact that it's got some kind of skincare ingredients in, and it does have SPF 50. I tend to use this in summer because it has that SPF in. I wear SPF 50 every day. You should anyway. You shouldn't just be using foundations that have SPF in. You should apply it as a standalone product, but I tend to use this in summer just to give me that little bit extra coverage of sun protection. And also sometimes this shade, which is the lightest shade, can tend to be a tiny bit too dark in winter. But that's the first one for you. I will swatch all of these so you can see, but that's what it looks like there. So that's the first one, which is the It Cosmetics. This is the more expensive one. So all of the rest are drugstore and are affordable ones. That's what I tend to gravitate towards more, just because in general I tend to gravitate towards more affordable makeup because it's more affordable. So I have 5 other products I'm going to talk about. I have 3 here with me. The 2 other products I don't have, I will insert pictures. Talking about the 2 products that I don't actually have to hand, just because I've not repurchased them at present, but I still do want to mention them. So the first product is the Revolution CC cream in F01. This is a really nice CC cream and it is similar to the It Cosmetics one. It is SPF 30 as opposed to SPF 50. Again, you shouldn't rely on your foundation for your SPF coverage. I like it because, like I say, it's similar to this and it is a more affordable option. It's around £10, gives that same buildable coverage, so it's a good alternative if you wanted a CC cream but you didn't necessarily want to pay the price that the It Cosmetics one is. The second product I want to talk about that I don't have to hand is the first of 2 products that are from a particular range, and it is the 17 Cosmetics BB cream in the shade N01, and this is really good. It's a nice BB cream. It's not the best BB cream in the world, but as I've explored other brands and other shades, the 17 Cosmetic range does actually do quite decent pale shades, and it's quite nice. It's quite a sheer coverage. It's buildable to a degree, but you would not get full coverage out of it. But it is really good. All of 17 Cosmetics are £5 or under, and if you have a Boots Advantage card you can sometimes get deals and get it for even less. So again, that could be another BB cream option if you wanted something a bit lighter or you didn't want something as full coverage for your skin. The next products are the 3 products I do actually have here to talk about. We will start off with this one. This is the Made by Michell True Tint in the shade TT2. I did show this in a video, I have since tried it. This is what it looks like. They go by undertone rather than shade, so this being TT2, the second number is actually the palest shade, which if you're like me and used to buying the first number in every single product because you're used to that being the palest shade, it's a little bit different with this. I've not tried the concealer to go with this, I've just tried the skin tint. This is what the bottle looks like. I will swatch it for you. Now what I will say with this one is this product is quite liquidy, so I'm just trying to swatch it and not make too much of a mess. That's what that one looks like. So you can see already quite a big difference in terms of the IT Cosmetics versus the True Tint. Now this is quite a sheer coverage, as you can see blended in. It is quite literally just a tint. You wouldn't get full coverage from this. Now what I like though about this is this blends beautifully into the skin. So if you just wanted something really natural but you wanted your skin to just look a little bit better, this would do that for you. This wouldn't make you look cakey. This looks quite natural on the skin. If you have relatively good skin or you don't want or need something full coverage, this would probably be for you. Now I've used this, but I can already tell from how much I've used this product isn't going to last a long time because it is quite liquidy and I tend to use quite a decent amount of it. This isn't going to last that long. This is about £16. So again, not the most expensive, but not the cheapest product I'm going to mention, but it is quite a nice product and I really appreciate that shade. What I want to talk about is the second product from the 17 range that I'm going to mention, and this is the 17 Second Skin Enhancing Foundation, and this is in the lightest shade 001N. 17 is Boots' own brand and it's quite good because a lot of the stuff is affordable. Things are priced at, I believe it's £5 and under, so a really accessible price point. And this is what it looks like, just a standard packaging. Swatched there. We'll blend that in so you can see. That is the right there. Right there is the 17 one. So you can see as we're swatching all of these, they are all quite pale, but all have a slightly different maybe shade variation. Now what I like about this is just a really nice foundation. This is definitely buildable coverage. I would say it's medium coverage, but it is really nice and it's really affordable, which is definitely brilliant. This says it has vitamin E in it and hyaluronic acid. I find that this doesn't look super cakey. It blends quite nicely into the skin and it performs as good as a foundation that is more expensive, so I really do like this. The last foundation I'm going to talk about is a recent foundation that I have really fallen in love with, and this is the Collection Hydra Serum Foundation. Looks like this. This is currently, on the date I'm filming this, which is the 1st of August 2024, this is currently on offer in Superdrug. This is £7.99 standard price. It's currently on offer for, I believe, £3.50. So this at current is actually the most affordable foundation, even more affordable than the 17 foundations. Ordinarily it's £7.99, so again, quite a reasonable price point. This is in the shade 4, Extra Fair. And this took me a second or two to adjust to because I'm used to number 1 being the palest shade. Now this is a really nice foundation. The lid is a little bit hard to get off, I will say that, so just bear that in mind. So I'm going to swatch this at the very bottom of my arm because I'm running out of space for you to see. So that is it swatched right there. I tried to originally swatch it here, but you can't properly see it. So this is it swatched here. This is that Collection Serum Foundation. And I really like this. This is very similar to the NARS foundation. So I recently had my makeup done and the lady who did my makeup used the NARS foundation, NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, I think it was, in the shade Oslo. And I really like that. I thought that sit really beautifully on my skin. I did some research. It's quite an expensive foundation, and also NARS isn't cruelty free. But this foundation, in my experience, has performed in a really similar and a really comparable way to that NARS foundation. So I really like this. So I would highly recommend this. So I'll just bring my arm a little bit closer and we'll run through all of the shades quickly so we can talk a little bit about them. So we have the Collection foundation. We have the It Cosmetics foundation, then blended out a little bit. We have the Made by Michell Truth tints. We have the 17 Second Skin foundation right here, and then this was the same Collection foundation swatch down here, but I thought you couldn't see it, so I just swatched it up there. They are all of the foundations swatched. If you have any other pale foundations that you recommend that are affordable, preferably, and also cruelty free, leave in the description, let me know. I may do a part 2 to this video. I may do other versions of this video. I'm not quite sure. It's actually surprisingly difficult, even in 2024, to find foundations that are affordable, pale, and also cruelty free. I didn't actually realise how difficult it was until I went cruelty free. So that was a little bit difficult, and I think that is reflected in the fact that we don't actually have that many foundations that we're talking about in today's video. Again, this video is just to share some light on the foundations that have worked well in my experience, in the hope it can help people. But hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's been helpful, and hopefully the swatches have helped you. I have tried to pull the curtains a little bit, so hopefully the lighting isn't too off. I know sometimes when I film with natural daylights, my lighting doesn't look great. So I've tried my best to make this lighting as reflective of what things actually look like as possible, and I'm looking in the viewfinder, and to be fair, the lighting looks quite like a true reflection, so I'm hopeful for that. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I'll speak to you in my next video. So until then, goodbye guys.